Triple H, a man who has lived through many eras of professional wrestling, and all that grind has helped him become a household name within the wrestling business. But even when his wrestling career is over, his mind to the business has grown, as he has taken his talents to work on NXT to then eventually taking over and becoming the head writer of WWE entirely. But as his influence grew behind the scenes, so did his presence on TV, as it seems like we're witnessing a man that is so desperate to get the approval of the entire world. Hola everyone, my name is Nando, and for today's video, I'm here to talk about Triple H and his excessive need to be the main attraction of WWE. So let's cut all the yap and get on with the video. So let's start with what's recently come out. So WWE 2K26 is slowly reaching towards its release date, and we already have word with what's coming to the game. With 2K releasing a Monday Night War edition and an Attitude Eras edition, and it'd be a stretch to just say, oh look at Triple H, he's in 2 of these posters. See, it proves my point. No, because there's other repeats in the cover too, so I can't just say that. But what I will bring up is, well, what was the need to have Triple H get his own dedicated special edition? Like, why? He's already got 2 editions that already dedicate to his part in professional wrestling. Like, why does he need a 3rd feature in the game? Especially for the cover. Like, it's freaking ridiculous. And what's even more ridiculous is that they had to put over Triple H even more by AI generating him a better chest. And we know Triple H has some contribution to the video games, because remember, this is the same guy that had WWE instruct everyone showing material for the game that Triple H does not look weak in the slightest. Yes, that's legit. And speaking about Triple H being possibly chosen without his knowledge, this is probably going to be the biggest stretch out of this whole video, but I would genuinely like to hear what people's thoughts are about this. And that is, Triple H was surprised by being inducted into headlining last year's Hall of Fame. So you're going to tell me Triple H had no idea he was being inducted into the Hall of Fame? Okay then, let's say he didn't know that he was being inducted. Who gets to decide on who gets inducted? It has to be the writers. They're the ones who operate to structure the shows every week, and Triple H must have a big involvement with it because he is the head of creative. Creative ideas go to him, as he was the one that planned out Stephanie McMahon's surprise induction. He made the call to the US Express about them being inducted into the Hall of Fame. So like, who the hell had higher power than Trips to push through that he should be inducted? Like, please, I'm generally curious. Then we have WrestleMania 42, which is set to take place in the middle of April for this year, and for a show that's known for where all the megastars come on to face each other for the showcase of the Immortals, nobody has been more promoted for WrestleMania than Triple H. They hyped this WrestleMania commercial for weeks, but they had their commercial start with Triple H and him being the narrator. His name is the first one that is mentioned before any of the actual wrestlers on the YouTube title, and he's the head centerpiece of the WrestleMania poster. Brother, why are you here? What are you gonna do on the show? Then there's another commercial regarding celebrities trying to pitch ideas for WrestleMania, and guess who's the main character there too? Actually, he's in all of the WrestleMania commercials. Again, I genuinely ask, why is there more advertisements for the booker than the actual talent wrestling? Then we have how Triple H portrays himself on TV, feeling as though he needs to be the one that comes up for the big shows and hype up the crowd. He's constantly posting videos showing that he's the one making the wrestlers' entrances. He's even the narrator for the WWE intro. Then there's also the press conferences and WWE Unreal, which feels like they are shows dedicated to Triple H wanting to take credit over any good thing that happens on the show and wanting everyone to know that it was him that created it. And yes, in a way, the things that I mentioned does show that he's good at what he does. I'm not knocking him for that. That's great for what he does, for helping the talent and all the moments that happen because of his writing, but it just feels like he wants the most endorsement out of how the moments turn out and not the talent that performed them. But even when he credits himself, he sure doesn't like it when people criticize him for his poor decisions.
This will sound offensive. Every critic that is out there, I wish I could tell people, off being a critic. Be a fan. Go watch this and be a fan.
Like for his decision to not continue R-Truth's contract with WWE, a decision that upset a lot of people to the point where WWE had to bring R-Truth back. And this would have been the perfect opportunity to admit to yourself as a company that while you do make mistakes, you guys do what you do best, and that's listen to the audience, and that's why R-Truth is there. But nope! Because even with something as easy as that, Triple H wanted no business admitting fault.
How much did fans play a role in it, or was there something else that made you guys decide, like, you know what, we want this guy still here?
I love the question. You enjoying the show? All part of the show, man.
All part of the show, eh? All part of the show, eh? What if it's all part of the show? Then why did R-Truth and his son have to declare to everyone that this moment was never a work to begin with? Well done. You've just made your audience not trust your words from now on. When Brock Lesnar returned at SummerSlam last year, it became such a controversial return as Brock returned when he was still under investigation for the Janelle Grant lawsuit. So Triple H, to cover his tracks, made the claim that John Cena wanted Brock Lesnar back in WWE.
Sort of, for me, this is John Cena's wish list, it's him writing the last chapter of his book.
So you and Cena planned this retirement tour together. Okay. Just bear with me for a sec. Trips, let me just ask you, if you and Cena wrote this retirement tour together, then why the hell is John Cena constantly going on interviews revealing that he took no part in choosing on what he does in his retirement tour?
Because I've been doing this for 23 years, and I've never once chosen my opponents. I've always kind of lived by the philosophy that life will deal you opportunities every single day. And do the best you can with what life gives you. So whoever challenges me for that last one, I'm just going to give it my best shot. So I don't want to pick it.
Well done! You've lied again when you can't take criticism. What are we doing here, man? And speaking of Cena's retirement tour, let's talk about when Raw was located in Cena's hometown of Boston, Massachusetts. I pronounced that so badly. And the show opened with Triple H cutting a 5-minute yap session about how people can have opinions on who they can consider to be the greatest of all time. But the thing is, opinions are subjective. And I kid you not, Triple H said, since he has the unique ability of being able to be a fan, a wrestler, and a promoter of wrestling, he can objectively, that was his words, objectively.
Because when I break it down from every category and from every side and look at it as maybe the most objective person there is.
Meaning the statement is a fact and by no means an opinion that he considers John Cena to be the greatest of all time. So in summary, all of our opinions are subjective, but Triple H's opinion matters way more than all of us, so he's the one that can define on who the greatest of all time is. You can't make this stuff up! And through the year of 2025, when he's not booking the shows, he's off busy trying to be besties with the President of the United States. With there being many rumblings that WWE was trying to get Trump to attend John Cena's retirement match. Which in theory, to me at least, is such a bad idea because that would just overshadow the living hell out of John Cena's last night as a professional wrestler. And I think we've already dealt with enough bad booking with that retirement tour already. And it feels like the only reason they want to bring Trump to the show is while yes, it would bring a lot of media attention, it would also feel like it would give an excuse for Triple H to go on a podcast to help credit himself on how he managed to get the President of the United States onto his show. So in summary, Triple H in many ways has done excellent work for the wrestling business after Vince left, but he should not be constantly begging to be praised all the time for his work. He's a writer, he's not supposed to be the main focus of the product. The talents are the focus. If you want your flowers, Trips, let the talent and the fans do it for you. But that's all that I have for you folks. Like the video if you enjoy it as it really helps the channel out, and subscribe as we're on the road to 245 subscribers. Hey guys, so it's Sunday right now and I'm recording this the day of before I have to upload this. Look how prepared I am. But we have reached over 300 subscribers. Seriously, what the hell? Also, I'm so sorry the quality looks terrible. It's pretty late right now, and let's be honest, if you've been watching me for a while, then me having such terrible camera quality should be normal for all of you. I am saving for a camera, trust me please, but if you guys do know some affordable good quality cameras, then please suggest it down below and I'll go check it out. But anyways, woo, thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. I know this number is little to many, but it is still it still gives me imposter syndrome sometimes because I cannot believe that my work has got me this far. You're truly making a young boy from South Africa very happy. And the journey still continues, so let's get on the road to 315 subscribers. Now back to you, past me. And until next time.